Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Darnold. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And out come the Dolphins now.
Check. 380. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Wilson. Able to find Harris, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The numbers for Jones last week: 17 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves, now that they affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. The numbers a week ago for Michel: 17 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Still 2nd down.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Darnold looking deep in the direction of... It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one on Kyle Long, of course, the son of Hall of Famer Howie Long. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 51. I got it. Watch twist.
drawing the penalty. Michel. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early. Downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third down, Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5 now. Darnold, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Darnold completes it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry.
And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Chargers. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, it's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. Aaron Rodgers with 1 touchdown pass thus far. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. A dump underneath to Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Darnold on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he won. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're making it look easy first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yeah, baby, boom!
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Russell Wilson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
57.
Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Again, it's Jones. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. This is Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He'll check this one down to Michel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Darnold now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Caught by Jones. And they work this out past the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Jones. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 11, just over 1:40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. It's caught, Cooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Darnold. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, who nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Darnold. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.